two of my friends, I can't remember who this party was for. It was some mansion party though. And I will never forget, at the door, he was like, I'll trade you your phone for a shot. And I was like, how about you just give me the shot and I keep my phone? And he told me, no, it's you give me the phone and take this shot and you could come in, or you don't come in. And
Dog John, nah.
Say my name, no one is around you. Say baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name. You acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name. No one is around you. Say baby, I love you. You ain't running game.
what's up, beautiful people? This is a serious topic. Like, this is more for my girls and young women and older women too, because these are real things that are happening to real women, real people. Women are getting kidnapped, assaulted, raped left and right, and it's being overlooked. It's not talked about. Women are not being talked to about how to, you know, stay safe. There's no ways to really prevent or ignore these situations, because I mean, they're just happening and it's unfortunate. I am not here to tell women to dress any different. I'm not here to tell women they shouldn't be drinking and they shouldn't be having a good time and living their best life, because men need to control themselves. And we need to just have better friends, in all honesty. Recently, I was in an Uber with a woman. This was not a shared Uber or anything, but I was in an Uber and this lady was saying to me, I was by myself and my Uber driver was a woman. And she was talking to me, getting to know me, stuff like that. I wasn't really, like, I have a way of talking to people where they think they know everything about me, but they don't. And I'm not someone who doesn't, you know, want to have conversation. Like, I'm fine if we do have conversation. I'm fine if we don't. Some days I just don't feel like talking. But this particular day, I was in a good mood. And so when she was talking to me, I was responding to her. And she saw my yoga mat and she was like, oh, you do yoga? And she started asking questions about it and stuff like that. So we're driving, we're talking. It wasn't a long ride. It was probably like a 15-minute ride. We get in front of my apartment building, and as I'm getting out, she says, well, I hold this organization with a bunch of women, and, you know, we talk about different things and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Well, it was nice meeting you. She was like, well, here, take my number. And if, you know, don't be alarmed if, like, someone else answers. You know, this is just, like, a part of the organization. And I was like, well, where is it? And she was like, well, I can't really disclose that information. What I can do is I can come and pick you up the day of the meeting, and then I can drive you there. That was just like a big ass red flag. Like, girl, I'm not taking your number. I'm not calling nobody, and you are not picking me up and not telling me where you're taking me. So in that moment, I got a little nervous because I thought she would like try something, but I'm like, I'm in front of my building. I got my taser, I got my knife, like, I'm not scared. So I get out the car and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm okay. Have a great day. And she's like, well, just take my number. So I took her number, but I never called her. Went into my building and I kind of like stood in the lobby and waited for her to drive off because I didn't want her to see anything further. From that point on, I've never taken an Uber all the way to my house, and I don't get picked up from my house. I will go to another building, or I will go to the houses instead of being in my complex, because that shook me a little bit. And I get that often. Like, I get a lot of Uber drivers who give me their card, or they'll say to me like, oh, I have this company, would you like to come and take pictures, or would you like to promo my merch or anything like that? And sometimes I'm okay with it. Sometimes I'll have, well, when I had a manager, I would have her look into it, and other times I take the business card and I mind my business and go about my life. But this one in particularly was very strange, because she didn't want to tell me the location of the meetings. She told me that someone else might answer the phone if I call, and it just all was just weird. And when I asked her what is this organization that she holds, she was just like, it's an organization for young women, young moms, and older women and stuff like that. It just didn't make any sense to me for me to want to like even be involved in something like this. And there's plenty of like all women organizations that I've been a part of that are like top secret and stuff like that, but like that one was strange. Like that was not anything that I would want to be a part of. It sounded like sex trafficking to me. It sounded like she was trying to take me somewhere and have me kidnapped and, I don't know, sell my body parts or sell me. I don't know. It didn't sound right. But it leads me to my next point of, you, at the end of the day, you're getting in an Uber and you're getting in an Uber with a stranger. So my best advice to anybody who takes an Uber, a cab, a Lyft, a Juno, anything like that, make sure you have your location on with someone at all times. Make sure you are on the phone with someone. You text someone, let them know that you're going somewhere, anything like that, because like I said, you're getting in an Uber with a stranger. Try to pay attention to signs. Do not eat or drink anything in an Uber. I don't care how thirsty you are or how hungry you may be. You don't know what they've done to that candy. You don't know what they've done to that water. I've seen an episode of Criminal Minds where he put something in the water where it tasted like water and all that, but it knocked you out. People do these things. People are crazy. So be careful. Have your own food. Have your own water. When I get in an Uber, I need to be able to hear your voice. So you don't have to have a conversation with me, but if I get in an Uber and I say, hey, are you here for Tori? I need you to respond back. I need to be able to hear your voice. Yes, I'm here for Tori, or yes, or anything like that. You don't have to have a conversation with me, but I need to know who you're here for. I need to hear your voice, because a lot of times when people don't want you to ID them, they won't say anything. So be careful, be mindful. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is, a lot of us women are young. A lot of you guys watching this, y'all are young women. You guys may want to live your best life. You want to go to parties. You might, see these famous rappers and you want to, be a part of their little groups, be in the VIP section with them, go to their little parties. Be careful. A lot of these rappers are not what you think they are. A lot of these R&B men singers are not what you think they are. I don't care how sweet someone appears to be. A lot of them think that because they have money, this is their world and they can do whatever they want. When you go to parties, if they taking away your phones or making you sign non-disclosures, you don't need to be there, because things are going down there that you don't want to be a part of. Girls are getting sexually assaulted. Girls are getting raped. Girls are being drugged at these parties. Please, please be careful. Be careful. A lot of these rappers, basketball players, singers, they're paying these girls off to not say anything. And I'm not victim shaming anyone, but I don't want anybody to be a victim. I'm not saying don't go out. I'm not saying don't go to these parties. Don't have fun. Don't, like these rappers. Just be careful. I've been to parties where they take phones away. I've been to them and they do terrible things to people. The very last time I was supposed to go to a party with two of my friends. I can't remember who this party was for. It was some mansion party though. And I will never forget, at the door, he was like, I'll trade you your phone for a shot. And I was like, how about you just give me the shot and I keep my phone? And he told me, no, it's you give me the phone and take this shot and you could come in, or you don't come in. And I didn't really care. I was like, well, all right, whatever. I'm trying to have fun. I took the shot and I gave him my phone, but the vibe was just off in the mansion party. Like it didn't feel like a party. It felt weird. It felt like I was about to be a part of something that I didn't want to be a part of. So I went home. My friends stayed. I went home. I wasn't about to be a part of whatever was about to go down. You hear stories all the time about girls getting assaulted or raped by these men that we all listen to and look up to. And people are so quick to take their side because, the girl is always, the victim is always money hungry. She's always trying to get money out of them. But y'all have to understand, these rappers, these basketball players, these singers, these actors, they're not what they appear to be. They are not the best people. I can name a handful of rappers who might not be that bad, but listen, I am not pressed to be in a room with a rapper. I'm not pressed to be in a room with a basketball player. I'm not pressed for none of that. I'm not pressed to be flown out anywhere. No, because they take advantage. If you are somewhere and you have a drink and you put it down, leave that drink alone. You don't want that drink anymore. People are putting things in people's drink and they're watching you. Don't drink that. You don't need, you can buy another drink, and if you can't, you don't need it. Don't go back to that drink. Do not smoke with anybody that you do not know. And if you are going to smoke with someone that you don't know, you need to watch them, how they rolling up, what they doing. You need to see about, like, just be careful, because people put things in they stuff. People are watching you. Once again, you need to be careful. Be careful. If someone is touching you inappropriately and you don't like it and you're saying no and they're not listening, you have the right to get up and leave. You have the right to tell someone. You have the right to defend yourself. Me, I'm not getting up and leaving. I'm not telling nobody. I will tase you in a heartbeat. I carry a pocket knife. I carry a taser. I carry pepper spray, and I will use all three if I have to. Friends. Those friends that you come with, they better leave with you. If you have that one friend who is always leaving you at a party, always leaving you with some dude, that is not your friend, and you don't need to hang out with her no more. When I go somewhere with my friends, we all come together and we leave together. Period. If my friend want to go off with some dude, we all going off with that dude. Like, I don't trust anybody unless I know them. I don't trust anybody. I don't want my friends. I have been in a predicament where I was assaulted, and there's a video about that on my channel. I will link it down in the description box below. It was a life-changing experience, and I've been wanting to get more in depth about sex trafficking and what's going on, because this is an overlooked and not talked about topic. Nobody cares about keeping a woman safe, and it's very sad. I don't have a daughter, but I have a niece, and God forbid anything was to happen to her. Parents are not talking to their daughters. They're kind of sheltering a lot of these girls, and nobody's talking to their sons and letting them know, like, it doesn't matter what a girl has on. If she's wearing that, that doesn't excuse you touching her or anything like that. If a woman asks you not to touch her, if a woman says no, it means no. You do not own this world. This is not your world. Period. So I'm making this video to be helpful to young girls, young women, older women, and I hope that this video is helpful for you guys. Like I said, it's serious, and it's unfair that I even have to talk about this and you know, repeat that we have to be safe because men don't know how to control themselves. But listen, carry a taser, carry a pocket knife, and carry pepper spray, and look up the laws to have, see if you can carry in your state. I don't think I can carry in my state, but even if I could, I wouldn't, because it's just not smart for me to carry. Not smart at all. I have a child. I just don't think that I'm ready for that type of weapon to be around him. He's just not old enough. But see if you can carry. Make sure if you're walking to and from your car, you have like your pocket knife on you, or you can use your keys. I also have brass knuckles. You can use that. But stay safe, ladies. And if you have anything you want to add to this, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know your commentary. Let me know if you think this video was helpful for you. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you are liking this video so they can get pushed up in the YouTube community, because this definitely needs to be put out. I'll see y'all in another video.